Founded in 1967 in Kenya, ETG has emerged as one of the largest agricultural conglomerates in Africa.
ETG's footprint expands across sub-Saharan Africa, North America, Europe, the Middle East, and Southeast Asian countries, with supply chains linking across continent.
ETG is deeply embedded in enhancing the agricultural potential of small-scale farmers in developing economies, Zambia inclusive.
With this brief background, ETG Input Zambia has gone a step further by introducing what we are calling
cotton mix fertilizer, Malambo. This is a type of fertilizer specifically meant for cotton. I'm sure this should come, Malambo, as good news to our cotton farmers out there.
Indeed, Franklin, this is a great news to our small-scale farmers across the country. And remember, you are watching AgriFocus on ABN TV.
And this is happening in Chipata, Eastern Province, at a field day conducted by ETG.
Stay tuned.
Well, as ETG, I think as I'm standing here, I'm a very proud person to see that our product has performed to the expectation of farmers. Right behind me, you can see this is a crop that we have deliberately put on trial so that we could help farmers differentiate, learn, and also draw some lessons from this kind of farming. With me here, I have a field which has no fertilizer. We did not apply what we are promoting today, what we call cotton mix, which is a special blended fertilizer for cotton farmers. And we are saying if farmers can adopt this initiative, we are seeing a lot of cotton production within the country improving. So the message that I have for the farmers and also viewers out there is that cotton, like any other crop, needs to feed, lacks certain nutrients, and in this blend that we have launched, what we are launching today, we have it all. And we want to believe that this is going to take our cotton industry to another level if farmers can only adopt. Why we have called farmers to come and learn today? Because they are the ones that do grow the cotton. We can provide the commodity, but if the farmers do not understand how these products perform, marketing becomes a challenge. So this trial we have done is basically to promote the cotton mix and to tell farmers to say, this is what this product can do to the crop. Production-wise, we have seen it. If you compare the two crops, look at the bore formation for this particular crop compared to this other plot. The difference is very, very big. This one with fertilizer, it is giving us on average 30 bores against this one without fertilizer, which goes on average 12 maximum bores. So here is a farmer who wants to grow cotton, I think this is the best way to go. In Eastern Province, where we have launched today, we have a similar situation in 4 more districts. That's Katete, Sinda, and Petauke. Farmers in these districts will learn the way farmers in Chipata district have learned today. So this is a message that we have to the farmers out there to say, at ETG, we have the solutions to their farming problems. And one of the farming problems is underfeeding their crop and feeding the crop with the wrong substances. But we are saying, come and buy our special blended fertilizer for specific crops. This is going to increase your yield and improve your livelihood, because we know that out of this farmer is going to yield something that is going to give him money that will help him take his children to school, improve his livelihood.
koma ninamvera bwino kwambiri ndiponso ndinokondwera kwambiri chifukwa chakuti ava ETG ava sisi memene andipasako ya fertilizer cotton mixed ni amene yakuti chaka chino ndifani kugula vinthu katundu osiyana-siyana lo ng'ombe ndifani kuonjezapo chifukwa cha ulimi wawo ndaba mbewu zikula bwino ndene ningo kuti afani kupitiriza kusenzana pamodzi na isina paroketi pachepa yapa ndifuna ngalime kapena 2 acres or 3 acres chabe yatere ya fertilizer ukukwira soka imekwa 10 acres ilibe fertilizer kuti vanthu akaone bwino usiyana kwake. Okay. Mamene ningakambe makamaka kwali manzira ngati chedwa chabe ngati tifuna ulima chabe tilibe fertilizer monga cotton mix tifani kuti titenge fertilizer uyu kwa ETG kuti tizilima malo ang'ono kwa mavokolo vambiri chifukwa ndiyo tizakhazo na mphamvu bwino ati chedwa chabe tiye tonse tibwere titenge kwa fertilizer uyu ndipo senzere pamodzi na parogeti.
Okay, where to start with? Continental General Limited, Parogate, is the one of the biggest company in cotton production in Zambia, particularly here in Eastern Province. Then our aim is to better the lives of our farmers. Then with this development which you have just witnessed here, ETG approached us to identify the area, the farmer, and where we can have the demo plot. Of course, I identified this demo plot which you have witnessed today. Our main aim was to differentiate the cotton which we grow without fertilizer and the cotton which someone can apply fertilizer. And this is exactly what we have experienced today. Then in other way around, Parogate, our aim is at least to better the lives of our farmers as well as the productivity of cotton. You know, it's very hard for a farmer to cultivate maybe 2 hectares and at the end of the day he doesn't get the potential yield. He gets only maybe 400 or maybe 350 to 400, which is very bad. And in other way around, we are not into cotton production alone. We also buy soybeans, we also buy maize, we also buy sunflower as well as groundnuts. And we buy these crops from the doorstep of the farmer without any cost. Our aim is at least the farmer can maximize the profit. Otherwise, if we can ask the farmer to bring to our depots, the farmer will incur a cost of maybe transportation. So we are very much happy as we have partnered with the ETG, so that at least our aim we can achieve to get the maximum yield from our farmers. We have seen
again the variety.
The variety which you are using is Chipata.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Then the same seed which we are giving, without fertilizer, we have seen we don't expect much. And from the pot which we used fertilizer, at least we have seen what we can get, maybe almost to an hectare what we can get from where we applied fertilizer. Okay. So my advice to the farmers that they can use fertilizer using our seed and using our techniques advice, as we have a lot of support from our staffs as well as our buyers. We have ready market. We buy our crop from the doorstep of the farmer. Once they produce, we follow our farmers to buy them on cash basis, not on the credit but on cash basis.
As Cotton Association of Zambia in Nifuna Kambati, ichi ntamene valeta kuno wa ETG kutionesa tichigwire na manda abiri noti kuchisiya chienda ai mwameti funi ngochigwirira ni mwameti magwirira vikwati suvu ni sisa chikwati chako chionongeke ndiye mwameti zagwirira chichatamenti aona kujai. As Cotton Association of Zambia chisevenza na alimi onse alimi atonje, alimi bamilisi na alimi osiyana. So kujuwa che pameti machita ise timasebenza na alimi kupita mu ma study circle groups. Timapanga tibungo to alimi 7 to 16. Then alimi waja chizaba pasa ma books yo sebenzesa mutubungwe mongaya nyolembewa muchitundu chanu chakuno kulia tiyo inesiniziva kuerenga chanchana timpwera timipunsani extension kusebenzesa tuitatomee tuma 7 to 16 groups tomene tipanga.
So kuno takabwera Cotton Association of Zambia mkationa mwaziwa tabwera so that tifotokoze manyingi paliva mene valeta ba ETG, because chikuru chamene chiyesa kuchita ni kupisha umpawe siufunika tifunika, so tisebenze pamozi na makampani yalipo pano ba ETG bakazi ba mfulumende ba government, tisebenze pamozi tione mamene tingachepe ko umpawe
chifunika chikuru chakuti mkapunzira mwaenda masenzesa veri mapunzira pamunda wanu ukuru, not lero mapunzira again next time mapunzira but kaenda kumunda wanu ukuru pesa kabebe vichitika, it means stipisha njala na wali onse timango kamba farming in business kanaka achapeni kanyimbo but tikaona muntu achita develop kutoka pali ka 1 lima ambo kulima maybe 2 hectares or 5 hectares then na kutebula kuoneka kwamba nkala bwino, it means muntu apisha njala, then it means apanga business mu bulimi bwake. So manje ifaza msika tisenza manyingi na companies kuti wachite interact manyingi na walimi kuti wakupuziseni ma new farming technologies. Munga mwenda kupuzira lero na ETG wakuzani kuti kulima chabe kwa cotton simungalime chabe mwabishanga then ati bizalta produce ma cotton yambiri yayi. Funika mkalima mwaziwa navofaka ngalima nkwala mwaziwa exactly mankwala funiko sewenzesa. Angali fertilizer you have to know exactly fertilizer you should apply. Then again mfuniko waziwa na ntao you should apply. Then angasumuna ziwe buno sumuna punzire makampani yaliko kuno. It's better wawakonka osa wayopa abantu. So mga mwana waborera kuno waborera ku area kwanu te. Pamene apate granto ma phone numbers yao. So atanga muna problem kuwa callinga. So that you can share information.
Bungo ya conservation farming unit ni bungo ya mene ipunzi sapa ulimi wa gampani. Olomena marketing agambe oche ulimi wa shitetezo. Kule alimi wonse ofuna kuya pasogolo. Munga mwata onera kale kuchita wena mabungwe osiana chilina wa agriculture akulu wa agriculture wera pano. Taonago soti kutikuli wa musika, taonago kutikuli wabulisa mafataleza. So tonse tusebenzera pamoja. Komasepa tulupa na mengako ni pa ulimi wa shitetezo wa conservation farming. So tikakamba kuti shitetezo ulimi wa shitetezo number 1 tufunoona kuti tipunzise mwe walimi mwamungatetezere kuononga ziri zonse zamweka munda. Number 1 tufunoona ko manzi yoti pa mulungu tuyateteza lini ino nthawi tuziva kuti nyengo inafita bwanji inasinta. Utanthauza kuti tifuni kuona ulimi wamene uzasunga manzi. Mwachisanzo tikaona ma classes yonse yali apa tuona utomanga kamsana simabene ngankale manganda atumanga ku manganda na manganda yonkala yote site lingo yake ni yota ya chinji manzi. So ulagalauza ulimi wagalauza kuliseo tuona kuti ni uipa chifukwa cha utusunga lini manzi koma uta ya chinji manzi. So na wamene wala ulimi soti ningatuta ya manzi chingalengeshe kuti fataleze salute mshemu ni chinji taona so tifuna kuti tione kuti ko zonse zila tuziteteza tyani shakine chatuteteza ni nkhani ya labor mphamvu. Tuona kuti alimi wanyinji muona tushokota msanga chifukwa cha mphamvu tuona ngakako mphamvu. So tifuna tuone kuti ko ulimi ungatiyavye kuti tosati tikota ngako nthawi osati tikota ngako mphamvu ni wabwanji. Tifunika tuone mukaona pala pa stand yasu pala mupezepo kuti pali ripa yutola nthawi itonto kupanga tumifolo. Aliso fitaredi planter kufuna kuti mweyo mchepeshe mphamvu olokapena mchepeshe makosti ndalama zetu utaya munda poshanga ila fitaredi planter number 1 imkati imujubileni zinyalala. Number 2 ikwanishe kumulipingirani pa nthawi imodzi ka. Number 3 ikwanishe kumwikirani fataleza, ikwanishe soti kumshangirani mbeu na kumfuchililani. Palasti pake romba mkopa patela sprayer notira mankwala kupompeda mankwala wijikida. Ndiye kuti pala nchito ya tabwanji ya pepuka.
It has been very, very low, like in cotton. We are talking of 380 to 400 kilograms following the current practices of our farmers. against the potential of up to 1,500 kilograms of cotton that can be produced in a hectare. So it has really been a challenge, and we are excited to see what we have seen today. And we're happy that with all the farmers that have come to see that after applying fertilizers to cotton, it can perform to such levels. Because we want our farmers to be close to the potential of most of the crops that they are growing. So that is our assignment actually as government, to ensure that our farmers produce more from within a hectare, to increase production per hectare as opposed to increasing the area in order to achieve high production. Besides applying fertilizers, I think we are encouraging our farmers to practice conservation farming. We do the reaping, or they use permanent planting basins so that they can conserve moisture in the soil. You know, in Eastern Province, we are lucky this year that we have had, I think, about normal rainfall, but in some areas of the country we've heard that they have had some prolonged dry spells. So in order to ensure that the crops perform better even after experiencing prolonged dry spells, we encourage our farmers to do conservation farming. That is, either they do the reaping or use basins. Our aim is to ensure our farmers get higher productivity per unit land, that is. And with the fertilizers that we have seen here, I think we are going to encourage our farmers I think they have seen for themselves. So we are going to work together with ETG to ensure that our farmers use these fertilizers. Because you know, crops is not all the crops that requiring the same fertilizer or rather nutrient composition. But some crops require certain specific nutrients from their fertilizers. And we are happy that ETG has developed this fertilizer that we have seen that it can really produce results like you can see behind me here. It's to encourage all our farmers in Chipata and even beyond, to encourage them that they need to use fertilizers besides conservation farming practices. And as to which fertilizers, I think we have seen. One of them is the cotton mix that we have seen here. And also we challenge even other fertilizer manufacturing companies to emulate what ETG has done, to come up with the crop-specific fertilizers so that we know which type of fertilizers to apply to which crop to give us a higher yield.
Okay.
Great opportunity, and so we were here today basically seeing farmers appreciating what we have as ETG Inputs Zambia through the cotton mix. Basically, of course, we are talking of production, and production doesn't just come on its own. And this is the reason why, as ETG Inputs Zambia, we have tried to help our farmers to get there. And so the issues which are there, it's basically the yields have been quite low. And so we thought of, as ETG Inputs Zambia, it's an ongoing campaign. And so the introducing of a cotton mix to Eastern Province, we understand that Eastern Province is part of the country where cotton production is up to level. And so we are trying to educate and communicate with our farmers on how they can go ahead with the productivity of the cotton. So definitely we have open outlets across the country. And if you in need of any information according to what you are trying to do and basically what you want to achieve, so you can visit us. And this product is available, and we are going to stock it in all our offices across the country. It's not just basically Eastern Province. So if you have an issue or anything else, you can still visit us or call us. As we need you farmers to upgrade and see you people appreciating what we can do as a team together. Basically, it's not an issue to do with the farmer alone, but as a community, as a country, we need to achieve one aspect of crop production. And so the use, I'm so happy that the DACO mentioned that the use hasn't been so good. And we need to achieve that by introducing these innovative products, because they will not just upgrade your crop, but again, we need to look that our soils are up to date in terms of the soil fertility, and we don't want to see farmers getting into other issues because of the soil fertilities. So this is the high time that ETG Inputs Zambia is here to interact and to share a few information with the farmers.
I'm so excited, Frankie, to be in Chipata under this particular field day for Mr. George Mwanza. This kind of a particular field day is being powered by ETG Input Zambia, and indeed, ETG's Input Zambia is here in the country to make sure that small-scale farmers, with those who have some challenges in terms of the technology that have come right now in the agriculture sector, so that they can be equipped with such kind of gist and other strings attached to the agriculture sector.
One thing I would love just to encourage our small-scale farmers out there is to take advantage actually, and harness this opportunity. Let our small-scale farmers get involved into activities such as this one. ETG Input Zambia is here for small-scale farmers. And if that is the pronouncement by ETG, I mean, as a farmer, why should you sit back and relax? Is to wake up, follow, visit them. They are very open. Actually, they are very welcoming. So you get that information, that which you need in order for you to grow your yields, to expand your field. So don't sit back and relax. Get involved.
And one thing which has impressed me, if I get the words from the DACO, he said, the government of the Republic of Zambia, they are going to work with ETG Input Zambia to make sure that the agriculture sector can be amplified tremendously. And I'm saying, wow, this is extraordinary.
Yeah, it is extraordinary, Malambo. Absolutely. So this has been, Agro Focus on ETG right here in Chipata at a field day. My name's Franklin Mwapeka Pindula, and my colleague
I am Jubilee Malambo. For now, we are saying
bye-bye and catch us next time.